All right, y'all, we made it. We are in Illinois. It is freezing. Snow. There you go. Look at that. So the front came through last night, dumped a bunch of snow. It is 30 out right now. Lows are 21, highs are 40s, low 40s, maybe, if it gets that warm. But we have snow coming in 2 more days as well. It's gonna be chilly. I'm gonna have everything I own on. Hopefully that'll have the deer moving though. So let's get this sucker unpacked and get out in the woods. First morning, first sit. It's 25. It's beautiful. The squirrels are out, of course. Snow on the ground. Bucks are on their feet. Cool weather. Way better than we were in Kansas and Missouri. Finally cooled down in Kansas. Finally got that deer. My first self-filmed bow kill. If y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. And now we're in Illinois trying to get it done again. Y'all, it never ceases to amaze me how tough these animals are. And as I backed away and just let the camera record and looked, I could see that her front left leg, something was wrong with it. I don't know if it was broke or what, but she was definitely limping. She just, that ditch right there she just crossed was about 4 feet, and it has a little fence on it too. She could have came right up here by me and just walked right in, but she just went over that toughest spot she could, so... But unfortunately, she had no bucks with her. Those are the first 2 that I had within shooting range, but I have seen over 10 does and 2 different bucks. Definitely cool, but deer moving. Sit here for a while, see what happens. Alright, y'all, just got settled in for the afternoon. This morning was very eventful. That buck that I filmed was dogging that doe hard. If I could have got the camera around quick enough, of course. I don't know if you could see, but I'm pretty sure you could see him chasing her around. But she went over to him, was just staring at him, and he just charged her and forced her to run. And they ran, probably 100 yards. I could hear her blowing at him, and it's always fun this time of year being in the woods. You never know what you're going to see, especially that kind of rut action. So, but I got the afternoon cows working this way. Just actually kind of pushed the deer from coming in behind me. Keep them coming around. I know they don't usually like to come around the cows when they're over here. So I've noticed anyway. Just going to sit tight. Never know what's going to happen this time of year. Been seeing quite a few deer. Not a lot of movement. I can see a long way where I'm at. I can see the deer way off. So there's a spot over here I've been wanting to try on the edge of this field over here. Our property's on the other side. This is just across the road. We have this little sliver that we've never hunted. We came up in here looking for a deer one time, and it looked beautiful over here. Tons of trails, scrapes on the edge. So I'm just going to grab my climber, come in here, find a tree, look for some sign, hunt. See what happens. There is a wore out trail right here. I just gotta find a tree I can get my climber on. That's 20-30 yards from this. The sun's not in my face. Kind of check what the winds are going to be doing. Throw it up. We're going to try it here. Finding a straight tree in here is difficult, to say the least. But I got a candidate. I got this other one back behind me. It's just too far back. This is like kind of in this little depression, so I can get up and look over this flat. The trail will come from the left. The sun will be a little in my eyes on the left, but in the mornings, this will be perfect. So I'm going to grab the climber and get it in here, grab all my stuff. It'll be a process, but I think it'll be worth it. It will be slightly difficult to find in the dark, but we'll figure it out. I'll break it up branches, be able to find it. All right, so pro tip. Actually, just happened by accident. I've got this log here, climber log. I can keep that climber kind of up. It's always a pain because right at the bottom, the tree kind of, curls out where the roots go. So I can use that as a step, and then I can step right in. It's simple. All right, let me quit talking. I gotta get this hung, get up in the tree. Get this freaking. These briars are everywhere. All right, so 2 things. Always make sure you've got those 2 tied together. You do not want to get up this tree and have that bottom fall. Terrible. And number 2, I've got a pull-up rope right here. I got the crossbow. It's very difficult to cock your bow up in the tree. So I'm going to cock it down here on the ground, tie it, and just lift it up. I mean, it's already cocked when I'd lower it down at night, so it'll just save you a lot of time having to wrestle this thing up there. It could be a pain. That was interesting. I haven't put up a climber in 4 years, probably. This one has been sitting in the garage. Luckily, it's windy. It's a good day to come in here and do this. Super dead leaves, super loud. All in all, not bad. I didn't bring a machete or anything, so there's definitely some areas if I clear out. I really like this spot because over to my right, there's a ridge, and then the ridge drops down into this bottom over here to my left. There's a field behind me. The road's over there. Dad hunts over there. He's probably 200 yards over there. He shot 2 good ones over there. They come from this property and ease across in front of me. Now that I'm up here too, I can see a couple really good trails. I'm actually set up one kind of right here on top of it, but it kind of comes and curls right in front of me. So if they do come here, I'll be able to see them without moving and let them get by me, have a 10, 20 yard shot. So all in all, not too bad. We're going to almost make this a scouting mission, but you never know. Could turn out to be a good one. All right, so good night for the first hanging hunt. Had little bucks running all around me, one decent one, but the reason I didn't have any decent ones or big ones was because Mom had them. Let's go see what she got. You don't really shine that light. This light's heavy.
That was heavy. Beautiful.
Definitely heavy.
Good job, Mama.
Thank you.
About time we finally got one over here.
Yeah.
That shoots them all.
Yep.
Pretty deer.
Yep. Good body.
Then we gotta get them loaded up. That's the funnest part.
Oh, he wasn't.
It took him from where Mom was.
Oh, he would have. He did.
Yeah.
You had it.
I handed it to you. Too late. Alright guys, so Mom got it done tonight. Awesome. It's her first one. I still have not gotten mine in Illinois. It's the curse. I've seen 2 big ones and they all got to my dad and he shot them. So tonight was the first hanging hunt I've ever done. It actually was pretty successful, I think. So I went in there, found some trails, set up on the trails. Sure enough, does came right up the trails. Right behind them, of course, was a little spike. So had some across the street come in. Better deer. Looked like a younger 8. It's hard to tell. It was so thick and getting late. And then had 2 more come in right at dark. Couldn't see what they were. So I'm optimistic. So we're going to get up bright and early, climb up in that tree, and see maybe if we get one of the big boys moving through. It's about time. Alright guys, next morning, rained all night, it is cool, didn't snow, it's like 38, which I am fine with, because yesterday was bitter cold. It was in the teens when we got out here. These deer are ghosts when it rains like this. These leaves aren't as crunchy and loud. You gotta have your head on a swivel, and not to mention when it's overcast, everything's wet. They just blend in better, they're more camouflage, so I had to really be paying attention a little more than normal, I guess you could say. I'll tell you what, even in this spot, if you ain't seeing deer, you can watch school bus go by. It's very entertaining. And I don't know if you noticed, but every time you're in the truck, you always see big deer on the side of the road. So I'm in the woods on the side of the road where all the big deer are. That's the plan anyway. So that escalated rather quickly. I saw some movement way out in front of me. I caught that, the first buck. I thought they turned away, and then they literally about face and ran right to me. Wasn't a shooter anyway, but then I turned my head and I seen another deer coming, and I saw horns at first glance, but he was another small guy too. That was pretty much perfect. Had that been a little better deer, we may have been slinging some arrows, but that's why you come out in November. Super exciting, right? Well, the big boy never made it by. And tomorrow is the last day. So it's either going to happen or it's not. Go get some dinner, get some rest, and get back at it in the morning. Because after tomorrow, we're heading back to Florida. So don't have a choice. Got to get it done tomorrow. I've hunted for a long time, and I've never seen turkeys get up in the trees during the day after they've already been down. I've always just ever seen them meandering around the ground like all the other ones. It's pretty cool. So I had one doe come in all by herself. I was waiting. I just knew. Perfect sized doe. That's what they've been chasing, is those younger, smaller does. All by herself. We still got time. Last morning. Well, that about sums it up. One little doe, and then that spike that has followed me around everywhere. I have seen that deer almost every day. I think he's just following me around. You know, the first morning we got here, I had that big buck in there, like 9:30, locked down on that doe. I mean, hard, and just would not get any closer to give me a shot. That's really it. I saw a couple other decent bucks, a lot of young bucks, but nothing even kind of close to what I would want to shoot. Illinois is definitely a tough one for me to crack, and it's the 4th year I haven't shot anything here. So we come from Missouri and Kansas. Mom drew her first blood here this year, so good job, Mom. Dad lucks out and gets one every year. This is the first year he hasn't shot one, so shocking. He definitely has the luck here, but you know, it is what it is. That's why it's hunting, guys. They don't call it killing for a reason. So consistency pays off. We'll be back next year. We're going to make it happen next year. The camera has been a curse for me. I finally got my first bow kill on film by myself in Kansas this year. So pretty big accomplishment, and I think it's only going to get better from here.